The implementation phase is about understanding how to bring your solution to life and to market in the real world. In the end, you'll know that your solution will be a success because you've kept the very people you're looking to serve at the heart of the process.
This section will give you the tools necessary to consider how you would build partnerships, refine your business model, pilot your idea, and eventually get your idea out there, if you were to truly implement your idea, that is.
Before implementing, you'll want to understand what your solution will mean to both the people implementing it and to those you're designing for. Everyone wants a revolutionary idea, but long-term success might come from incremental change. Also, think about the capacity of the implementing group. You'll want a solution that they can actually carry out.
Devising an innovative solution and putting it into practice are two different propositions. Creating a plan for implementing will help you understand what will be required to get your solution out in the world and where your organization will have to seek help.
Road mapping is a chance to gather the key stakeholders in your project and collectively figure out a timeline to determine who is responsible for which elements of the project and establish key milestones. Sometimes it's helpful to print out a big calendar for the next year or 18 months and use it to map out what needs to happen when key dates such as a pilot launch, in addition to tasks that need to happen in order to support these milestones, such as manufacturing start and end dates.
The methodology here is pretty similar to how you first build a team in the inspiration phase, only this time you'll want to be far more targeted. Whereas a multidisciplinary team is great during design research for arriving at unexpected ideas and novel solutions, in the implementation phase you'll be looking for specialized know-how, technical capacity, outside partners, and funding. Consider the needs of your project and evaluate if now's the time for some team members to roll off your project and for others to roll on.
As you move through the implementation phase, you may realize that you'll need to rely on a variety of partners. For example, you'll identify potential funding partners when you develop a funding strategy below or craft your sustainable revenue model, class 4, step 5. The key idea here is identifying the kinds of partners you'll need and starting to build relationships with them.
A funding strategy will get you the money you need to get your solution out into the world. Get any key funding partners together with your design team and brainstorm the best ways to get your project off the ground. This strategy may be different than your ultimate sustainable revenue approach, so focus on your short-term financial approach here.
At this point in the project, it will become more and more crucial to be able to communicate your idea, how it works, why it counts, and who it benefits. In the process of making a pitch, you'll clarify the key elements of your idea and refine how you talk about them. Keep in mind the different types of people you may talk to, from banks to potential customers, and then make the appropriate changes based on your target listeners.
Take your idea to the next level by testing it in the marketplace. A live prototype or a pilot are important tools designed to test the desirability, feasibility, and viability of your idea with customers at a small scale and on a limited budget. Here is a broad overview of what to keep in mind when first testing an idea in the marketplace.
Even though your idea is now as close to market as it's ever been, you still need the input of the people you're designing for. With their feedback, continue iterating and refining your concept so that it best meets their needs.
Don't lose sight of the iterative approach that you've taken so far. As counterintuitive as it might seem, your solution is never truly finished. Even when you've gone to market, you can always improve it.
Gathering feedback from the people you're designing for is a never-ending process and will be critical as you keep pushing your idea forward. As you run live prototypes, pilot your idea, and measure and evaluate your work, you'll want to have team members dedicated to getting feedback from key partners and the people you're looking to serve.
As you've likely noticed by this point, iteration and real-world feedback is the name of the game in human-centered design. Though your solution is now nearly ready to get out into the world, you need to keep iterating.
What are the ways in which your solution could be just a little bit better? As soon as you get your solution out into the world, start to notice what could be better and assess how you can make it so. By continuing to iterate, soliciting feedback, and building those learnings back into your solution, you'll get further and further toward having a huge impact.
Throughout the design process, you've constantly been learning, evaluating, and improving your solution. And now that you're on the verge of getting it out into the world, you'll need a plan to find out if you're having the impact that you want. There are lots of ways to measure and evaluate your solution. The key is to understand what approach is right for you. Sometimes it's easy, either your solution makes money or it doesn't. But if you're trying to change a community's behavior or increase the adoption of a service, you may need a more nuanced approach. Keep in mind that it may take years to truly understand the impact of your solution.